Killing off the main character super early into the story. When does it work and when is it just super divisive? Well, to figure that out, let's look at two video game adopted dads of red-haired girls who were forced to watch while their adopted fathers were brutally murdered right in front of them. I think the biggest thing you have to look at to see whether or not it works or if it's divisive is why do the writers choose to make that happen and how does it serve the plot. For Joel, the reason it's so divisive, I think, is because The Last of Us Part 2 does not exist if Joel doesn't die. Like, there's no reason for Ellie and Dina to go to Seattle. The whole thing doesn't happen. They just live happily in Jackson and nothing ever goes wrong. And because of the fact that they need Joel to die for the story to start, they have to first cram in a ton of exposition because they're only going to get so much time with Joel before they have to start the story. So they have to shove in everything with him and set up his death. And it makes the first 2 hours of that game way too exposition heavy, another complaint with it. But more than that, it feels like they killed him off just so the story can happen. It needs him to happen. With Gustav, you don't need Gustav to die to tell the story of Expedition 33. And you also don't need a ton of exposition with him. You just have to have him as that super close bond with Mael to give her an emotional drive through the rest of the story because she's the real main character. And also, I won't get into this too much because spoilers, but it kind of justifies her ending and why she does what she does because he's her attachment to this world. How much the plot hinges on it, what does it do to serve the plot. The Last of Us is so divisive because it needs Joel to die for the story to be told. Expedition 33 doesn't need Gustav to die, it just adds more emotional weight to it, and that makes it good. If The Last of Us Part 2 didn't require Joel to die, they just wanted it for the emotional value, and it also didn't need as much exposition as it had, I honestly don't think there would have been too much of a problem with it. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. And don't forget to follow.